up, you guys? It's your girl Queen Nugget. I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be trying to follow a James Charles brow and eyeshadow makeup tutorial, and I never really did this before, so let's see how this goes. I'm doing my makeup right now because in this video he doesn't show him like doing all of this. And the one thing that I don't like is that he does his eyebrows and his eyeshadow at the end, and I cannot work like that. Like that is I can't. Doing my eyebrows last and my eyeshadow last better be worth it, because this ain't it. Yo, look. I dropped it once. Oh, it's dripping. Okay. I dropped it once and it's just completely shattered, but still useful. So we finna use this real quick.
Harder as you get through the brow. If you start off too dark in the inner corner, you're gonna end up with the black brow, which is obviously not the look that we're going for. Once that area is all filled in, I like to take my pencil and, keeping our guidelines in sight, I just like to underline the bottom, creating hair-like little strokes so it looks natural. Right to the dot that we created for the tail. And then once I have the tail, I'm just going to start by filling the outer triangle and start to bring it back upwards, right back into the eyebrow. When purchasing a brow pencil, if possible of course, you should always get one that has a spoolie at the end. I freaking love these things. They are so helpful while doing brows, and throughout the entire process I always like to go through and kind of brush through the hairs just to make sure the product is getting blended together so nothing looks too intense and too harsh. It also moves the hair around so you can kind of see areas that you missed and need to add. We're going to clean it up later, of course. I like to take my spoolie and brush the hairs downwards. And just sketching in light hair-like strokes just to structure. Until the brow is filled in, I always like to take a brow gel. Now this step is totally optional. I would definitely recommend it for people like me if you have a lot of brow hairs and you want to make sure that they're laying in the right habit. No.
I don't have any brow gel.
Very carefully. I really love cleaning up the brows because not only does it give them a much cleaner appearance, but if you make any mistakes while filling it in, concealer is the perfect way to fix them up and make sure they are super snatched. Once I'm satisfied with the line, I always like to take the excess of that concealer on that same exact brush and put the remainder of it right on my eyelid. And I'm going to use this concealer today as an eyelid primer, which is a really great hack because they do almost the same exact thing, so it's a great way to save a lot of money in your makeup routine. With a dense packing brush like this is the
Oh, I mean, I'm trying. Okay, we're done.
Place. I'm going to dip this into a little bit of my setting powder, top off the excess, and I'm just going to make sure that concealer is set right in place because we do not want our eyeshadow to crease throughout the
I have something. I don't have setting powder because I'm broke, but I do have this Instamatte. It can mattify like foundation, lipstick, and whatever. So I'm gonna put this on instead of powder.
And now we finally get to move on to the fun part, the eyeshadow. First,
Yes.
When I had acne, I made a lot of.
For today's eyeshadow look, I did decide to go with a sunset half crease, which, like I said, I know is a little bit of a crazy look for most of you guys out there, but I have a lot of different techniques and tips and tricks that I want to talk about because a lot of the questions I received talked about blending, and using a lot of colors makes it really easy for you guys to see how the blending techniques work. Before we
Wait, what color?
Or doing cut creases. This is the M205 and it is also a round flat concealer brush, but it is much smaller, and instead of using this for concealer, I actually use this to pack shadow on the lid. Finally, this is the M149. It is a tiny rounded 5B palette. I'm first going to grab my M441, which is the biggest fluffy brush, and dip into the yellow shade in the bottom corner. For this particular look, and doesn't get blended anywhere upwards. I'm next going to go back into my M430 to have the orange shade on it and blend right over that red in between to make sure that the orange doesn't get lost and to ensure that there's an even transition between the yellow and the red. It takes a lot of practice, a lot of patience, and a lot of time to really master the art of blending, and the best way to do it is to really go in and make sure that every color is blended seamlessly together, not cutting any corners. Next is going to be our final color, which is dark purple. So for this, I'm going to grab my M506, which is that. From the shadow for a few short minutes because now we get to the fun part, cutting the crease. You guys know I love a good half cut crease, and it's one of my all-time favorite makeup looks to do, and I'm going to show you guys how I do mine today. The most common question I get when it comes to cut creases is, where do you put the crease? And that is a honestly really great question that I still am 100% not sure the answer to. If you grab the end of your brush and lightly poke around your eye area, you should actually be able to feel your crease. It is the kind of squishy area that you can push in right here. I'm going to place my brush right in there, and I'm just going to follow the shape of my crease. Once we're happy with the shape and the concealer is all tacky, I'm going to quickly grab my M205 brush or just any tiny packing brush and go right back into the shadow, and I'm going to do the eyelid. I'm first going to grab the white in the top corner.
Either by tapping into the colors next to each other, they're going to kind of blend naturally, and since the concealer is wet, you have to work fast. Then grabbing the orange, then the red, and then finally the purple, connecting it right into that outer V. As you guys can see, even though packing
Marc Jacobs felt tip liner, just like this. It is basically a tiny little marker. This one is $58, which you definitely have to buy at your game, and that is follow the shape of your eyes. When drawing in the bottom line of your wing, you're going to want to imagine as if your waterline continues. So as you can see here, my waterline goes all the way around, goes up, and then my winged eyeliner looks like it's a continuation and it follows that same exact shape. It is a slight angle product in the bristles. I'm going to go towards the corner of my eye.
I tried my hardest. I have been trying to get this eye to look somewhat like this eye for like the last 30 minutes. Let's get on with this video.
As it gets to this portion, and then of course thin out of the wing. Once we're happy with the overall shape of the wing, following the theme of this video, now we get to clean it up. I'm going to get my flat top concealer brush once again, a little bit more Shape Tape concealer, and I'm just going to carefully go right below that wing, curve it.
So many things you can put on there, a pop of color for a fun look. My personal favorite is a nude liner. This one is from Pretty Vulgar, and I just love this. Using a nude liner in your waterline is gonna...
So, I only have a black eyeliner, so we're just gonna put that on instead of a nude one.
Is going to make your eyes appear smaller, so line your waterline accordingly. And last but finally, certainly not least, is going to be the lashes. The first is always to give them a good curl using whatever curl you want. I think this one was like $2 from CVS, and the only tip I have for this one is make it low. And it's so good. You guys know I don't really do a whole lot of spot. Going into the wand, once again, I'm going to tilt my head back so I have really easy access to my lashes. I'm going to start by bringing this wand in, starting right at the root of the lash, almost in my upper waterline, and just wiggling it upwards. Going from root to tip of the lash and wiggling your wand all around. You will also make sure that all the lashes are evenly coated, which is obviously ideal, and as long and beautiful as they can possibly be. I really, really like this mascara because it's a voluminizing mascara, and obviously, who doesn't love a little bit? Grabbing my lashes in the center tightly by a pair of tweezers, I'm going to grab my tiny pair of eyelash scissors.
did pretty good, I would like to say. It's just the makeup that I have, it's not the best. Like, it's not the type that he would buy. This is what people will call like drugstore makeup or something like that. I got from like Walmart or I don't know. But yeah, side by side. Oof. But yeah, if you like this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will be back with more videos next week. Peace and bye.